Hello everyone, today we're going to be covering Sully's mod for 1.20.1. Sully's mod's main features are Jade, Tortoises, the Jungle Spider, Bouldering Zombies, the Lanternfish, and Copper Buttons. Let's start by looking at Jade. Jade ore only generates in jungle biomes. It comes in regular stone and deep slate. Jade could be broken with an iron pick or better, and when it drops rough jade. Rough jade could be taken to a grindstone to make polished jade. Both of these items could be used in a crafting table in order to make a block. These blocks both come with their own block sets. In addition, polished jade could also be used in a brewing stand in order to make a potion of luck. Here are all the blocks you can make out of rough jade. A block of rough jade bricks and stairs and slabs, rough jade tiles, stairs and slabs, and a smooth rough jade. For polished jade, you can make a block of polished jade bricks, stairs and slabs, polished jade tiles, stairs and slabs, polished small jade bricks, stairs and slabs, polished jade shingles, stairs and slabs, a polished jade pillar, a polished chiseled jade, and a jade totem. A huge part of jade is that all projectiles will bounce off of it. This only applies to the polished jade varieties, not the rough jade. The last jade block we have is the flinger totem. If you shoot a projectile into the side of it, it will shoot out the front. If we move this flinger totem facing this way, we could shoot an arrow into the side of this and it will be shot out front. You could also use honeycomb to delay this. Jade upgrades could be found in jungle temple chests. These could be applied to horse armor and shields. When these items are combined in a smithing table, it makes the jade variety. I could use the jade shield to bounce projectiles back at skeletons. With jade horse armor, my horses will live longer than ever. The last jade related feature is a music disc found in jungle chest temples. Scour by Ludo Crypt. The next feature we have is the tortoise. Tortoises can be bred with 4 different items: melons, apples, glowberries, and sweetberries. If we breed 2 of these guys up, they will lay tortoise eggs, but they will only do so under a tree. When tortoise eggs open, they'll create a baby tortoise. When this little dude grows up, he'll drop some tortoise scoot. So we have 1 in our inventory right now. If we go in, we'll get 3. They drop 2 every single time. If we take this scoot to a crafting bench, we can make a tortoise shell. And this is a really cool item. It's a projectile that you could right click to just throw. Tortoise could also be ridden, but gets a little shy. Tortoises could be found in savannas, birch forests, or any jungle biome. The next feature is the jungle spider. As its name suggests, this spider could only be spawned in a jungle biome. This mob is neutral, which means during the day it won't attack you, but if you hit it, it will. And this is the same as the regular spider. So you could see each spider has 2 different bands. This represents different effects that the spider will give you when it hits you. If we go into survival mode and provoke one of the spiders, it will attack us and give us 2 effects, 1 positive, 1 negative. For example, the one that we hit has 2 bands. One's for mining fatigue and one is for jump boost. We could also use a glass vial to harvest this venom. And then you could see it gives us jump boost and mining fatigue. But if we go to this one with 2 different other bands, we'll get glowing and poison. And same thing goes. So if we go for this one, I think that blue might be like swiftness or something. Oh, water breathing. Guess it makes sense for the blue color. The next feature is the bouldering zombie. These guys will only spawn in deep slate layers and can spawn in all overworld biomes. The further you go down, the more common they are. This mob is similar to the zombie, but this guy is a little taller and deals more damage. See, that does 2.5, and that does 1.5. Fun fact, bouldering zombies are very sensitive to fire. Fire will deal 1.5 times as much damage as it does than to regular zombies. The last mob in this version of Sully's mod is the lanternfish. This mob could only spawn in a light level of 0 and could spawn in every biome except for the lush caves. As it's a fish, it could only spawn in water. On death, this mob drops raw lanternfish. Raw lanternfish could be cooked down in a smoker or a furnace or campfire. When consumed, a cooked lanternfish has a chance to give you the glowing effect. I know this isn't my skin, but I'm still glowing. You could also go tactical fishing to obtain the lanternfish. The last feature in this version is the copper button. The copper button comes in 8 different varieties: copper, exposed copper, weathered copper, oxidized copper, and the waxed version of each. Copper button is as it sounds, it's a button. It will open doors and trigger a redstone pulse. Each button has a different pulse length. So the regular one has a 10 tick pulse length, this one has 20, this one has 30, and finally the fully oxidized version is 40. In an older version of Sully's mod, the copper golem was a feature, but since then that feature has been removed and scrapped. Sully's mod also has a design doc. This doc only covers planned content, and all implemented features are explained in detail in the wiki. So you have this troll mob, which is pretty cool. You read about this on the doc. The beetle with all these different colors and types. The piranha, pretty cool fish. The chameleon, and this will be awesome with the camouflage feature. The ent, this tree dude, and this wood on a neotropical island. And then a jade dungeon, which would be awesome. Lobber zombie, which kind of goes together with the bouldering zombie. The pot golem, we love golems. Petrified tree. Then we have amber, which was recently shown off. I think this is a really cool feature and I can't wait till it comes to the mod. Then we have the pill bug, which is just a fun addition. And with that comes bug meat. There's also the sledgehammer, a new tiered weapon. The bogged, another one of these zombie additions. And the blot, which also seems to be another zombie addition. So that's all the content I have for Sully's mod. In the future, I'm hoping to do a modded survival series with mods that aren't too far off vanilla, that are more vanilla stylized. And I figured I would start covering some of the mods I might include in that. I really want to include Sully's mod in it. I might be using the 119.2 version just so I could use more mods that are made for that version and haven't updated to 120 yet. But overall, I'm excited to see where Sully's mod goes in the future. Thanks for watching.